Hello Flosstube, my name is Charlotte and this is my channel, Clue Cross Stitching. As you can tell by the title, this is a channel about my cross stitch. If you are new to my channel, then thank you for stopping by. If you like my videos, then give me a subscribe, thank you very much. And if you are coming back, then welcome back. You obviously like me rambling on, so thank you. This is the second time I've tried to record this video. I tried to record it last week, but we had a power cut, so I couldn't finish recording. Luckily I'd only done about 3 minutes worth, but my whole area was just a mess because I've got piles of finishes and WIPs and all sorts going on, so that all had to be packed away because I was going out to a cross stitch meet run by the lovely Kim over in Portsmouth, so it all had to be packed away. So I've dragged it all back out this week. So this is my 2019 year in review, 2020 plans, and I think that's about it. Oh, WIP parade. I didn't do a WIP parade last year because I didn't have that many, but thanks to the cross stitch challenges that I partook in 2019, I now have quite a few. Yeah, quite a few. So we will jump in with a life update. I won't show you my progress on any WIPs because we'll show them all actually in the WIP parade, and I've mostly only been working on one, so we'll show her later on. As I said, I'll do the year in review and my future plans, but I will get this over first with its 3 weeks, and I will be at my second cross stitch retreat ever. The Southampton one is only 3 weeks away. We will be there, me and Nat and a few of others, Seaside Stitcher Claire, who has actually, so excited, she did a video, she's done a video. It's a couple of months ago now, but she has done a video. I'm so excited. She'd been away for a while, but she's come back, and yay! All of our pestering has obviously wore her down. It was so good to see Claire do another video. But I did make a small boo-boo in my last video with one of my projects, To Rule Them All, the Lord of the Rings themed one. I said that Claire had finished it. She hadn't yet finished it, and I don't think she has, but she is quite a bit through with it. So there we go. She did a shout out to us, all the lovely ladies that go to our Wednesday meets. So yeah, check her out. So excited. Anyway, continue. I lost track of where I was. Anyway, so yes. Oh, the retreat. 3 weeks. Very excited. We're booked an extra day, so we're doing Thursday night, Friday night and Saturday night, so we're there for the extra day. It's not that far away from where we are now. I'm currently in Gosport and it's in Wickham, which is about a 20-25 minute drive, so it's not that far at all. So looking very much forward to that. stitching, chatting, meeting some lovely ladies, and of course, drunk swimming. This is going to be a thing. Drunk swimming. I'm going to have a haircut before then because it's just getting too long now. Too long. So. Retreat. Life update. Let's get on with that. Not a lot has happened in the last couple of months. Obviously, I am a little bit late to the game with the 2019 year in review and the WIP parades. I think I said in my last video, December and January is the busiest time of the year for me for work, working in an accountancy firm. It's tax return season, so I knew that I wouldn't get a video done in that time. So here we are. Yeah, work was manic. We knew it would be. It didn't really help that one of our admin, we have two admin, both part-time. One of our admin went and had a knee operation. In January. She did it privately, so she could have done it any other time, but no, she picked January. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. I'm not getting into it because I will go off on one. But we managed to survive, and that's the main thing. We did all that we had to do. Got it done. Now it's February. Things are a lot calmer now. Back to the regular. If you keep seeing me looking down, my notes are on the iPad below, which is why I've got a light coming up, showing off my double chin. Oh God. Don't do that. Anyway, speaking of double chins, Slim and World, I was doing really well on Slim and World. I then got poorly. My last video, I'd just been recovering from a nasty sore throat, cold, virus, whatever it was. And then the beginning of December, I got another one. And it started off again, sore throat, so I was just like, I can't handle another sore throat. Thankfully it wasn't as bad as the previous one, but it turned into a cold, and that cold turned into an infection, and it lasted about 2 weeks, where I was just sniffing and sneezing, and a bit of a TMI moment, so you can skip this bit if you want, if you're a little bit squeamish. The colour of my snot was luminous. It was bright yellow, bright green. It was disgusting, and that lasted for 2 weeks. Thick, luminous, disgusting. I should have probably gone to the doctors to get something, but I was feeling fine in myself apart from that, and I was just like, I can't. 2 weeks of just that constantly, I was fed up. It was now middle of December, where I was feeling rough and all that. I didn't know what it was. I stopped going to slimming, and then it was the Christmas period with the Christmas do's, family get-togethers and that, and I just didn't manage to get back to slimming. January then hit, and work and doing all the hours, overtime and things like that. It's just like, no. My other half, Daryl, goes to the gym. He said, "You're still eating healthy." We were still eating. Okay, we'd cut out since Christmas. We've cut out all the junk food. We're not snacking anymore. We've cut down on the fizzy. We haven't drunk fizzy. I have drunk a little bit on our Wednesday meetups and the KLT meetup last week, but that is the only fizzy that I have had. So we are cutting it down completely. And I do miss it. It shows that I was a little bit addicted, but just drinking water is so much better for you anyway, so I do miss it. He said, "Why don't you come to the gym with me?" So I went to the gym with him, had a look around. The staff showed me around. They said, "We'll give you a free pass and see how you want to go." Did the free pass day, really enjoyed it. So I signed up to the gym. We go in 3 times a week. And today was actually was going to be my first class with them, but I got another cold. This is the 3rd cold I've had in 4 months. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm not impressed. But worst day was Thursday. Friday wasn't too bad, and Saturday I'm practically back to normal. But I got this cold from Daryl. Daryl's been sick with it for a week. He's still coughing, he's still sneezing. Thankfully I didn't get a cough, but he's still sneezing, sniffling. He's not well with it at all. Goes, haha, screw you, man. He never gets sick, so it's a little bit of... I've had 3 colds in 4 months, and he never gets sick, and now he's sick, and he's got it worse than me, so... I'm not a very sympathetic person, so it's very much, there, please get on with it. Completely the opposite. He is so good when I'm poorly. So good. He looks after me so well, and I'm just the complete opposite, so... Anyway, join the gym, doing that, eating healthily. I have lost some weight. I think in about 3 weeks I've lost about 7 pounds, so we're getting there slowly but surely. I want to try and tone up as well, so that's mostly it. While at the gym, I listen to my audiobooks. For the first week or so, I used to listen to music, but it's the same songs over and over again, so I thought I'll listen to some audiobooks. I've got the first 4 Outlander books on there and a couple of the Lord of the Rings, so I thought I'll listen to them while I'm doing it, and actually it works. I just listen, and before I know it, the workout's done on the treadmill and whatever, so... Because I was constantly clock watching when listening to music. Oh, how long have I got left? How long have I done? How long have I done that? Listening to the books, I don't get that at all. So it's helping. We have a new bed. I'm slightly lower than I had been in previous videos. Because the old bed broke. Please, no dirty comments. Actually, no. Please, dirty comments. Joking. No, it was just an old bed, so got a new one. Very exciting, very exciting. Still buzzing from it a little bit. Very excited. My favourite wrestler has returned. I am so happy. So happy. Watching the Royal Rumble a couple of weeks ago, and was a little bit confused while watching it, because we now more watch AEW rather than the WWE, because WWE we feel has got very gimmicky, whereas AEW is more wrestling, but we still watch the pay-per-views on WWE. Royal Rumble is one of our favourite. Royal Rumble, WrestleMania there. So, watching the Royal Rumble, but was a little bit confused with it because the winner of the Royal Rumble gets a championship match. They get to choose who they want to face. That's fine. But entrance number 1 was Brock Lesnar. Well, he's already champion. So why would he want to enter the Rumble when he's already champion? No, okay. Fine. So watching that, he was destroying everybody that came in. It was a very good match, admittedly. Do like Brock Lesnar. I didn't until I started watching the historical WWE pay-per-views. But I now like him. Anyway. Spoilers. Should have said this something up. Spoilers. For anyone who hasn't watched it and wants to avoid it. We were watching. Was a couple of people now in the ring. Brock Lesnar. I can't remember. I think it was Dolph Ziggler. And then Drew Mack came in. I love Drew Mack. He is Scottish and he is a beast. I love him. He eliminated Brock Lesnar. And I was like, yes! And then Brock Lesnar was obviously not happy. And I said, that is the start of a rivalry. I want Drew Mack to win because that is the start of a new rivalry between Drew Mack and Brock Lesnar. I want to see that. Because Drew Mack is massive. He's not as... He's henched. Not as hench as Brock Lesnar. Anyway. So, watching the rest of that, Drew Mack was doing really well. Yay! Drew Mack. Then, number 21 came in. And the music started. And I squealed, and I screamed, and I started slapping Daryl. Not like full-on domestic abuse, because I do not condone domestic abuse, but it was excited. Girly slaps. Edge's music came on. I squealed. I sissy slapped Daryl. And Edge came out, and he did his whole firework display again, squealed again, slapped Daryl. Sissy slaps Daryl, and he came in, and oh my god, I love him so much. And because he retired due to injury about 9 years ago, so he hasn't been wrestling for 9 years. He said that when he retired, the doctor said that if he wrestled again, then he could potentially die. He's had neck surgery, blah blah blah. But he came back. He's been cleared by the doctors. He's still quite fit, got the muscles and all of that. He came back and he's actually signed a 3-year deal with the WWE, so it means that Edge, my favourite all-time wrestler, is back. He has obviously aged in the 9 years. He's got greys in his beard. I don't mind that. I was so excited. Squealed, buzzing. Did a Facebook post. Yeah. Right, I've been waffling for 20 minutes now and you haven't actually seen any stitching. So I'll stop fangirling over Edge and we'll get into some stitching. So I apologise for the people that don't like waffling and that don't like the life updates and that. We'll get into this. Right. We'll start with the year in review and the finishes that I had in that year. Right, at the start of 2019, I had 5 work in progress, 5 projects that I was working on. During the year, I had 19 new starts. Considering I was supposed to finish Maleficent, and that was my main project for 2019, I shouldn't have had 19 new starts. I blame Kim, and Kim knows I blame Kim for all these head-to-head challenges, which the next one starts on the 1st of March. So that's the Sunday of the retreat, so new start at the retreat. Anyway, yeah, 19 new starts. Out of those projects, so 24, I finished 9 of them. So I ended the year on 15 projects. That's a lie, because I found another one and I haven't updated my stats. 20 new starts, 9 finishes. So I have 16 WIPs. So let's start with finishes, shall we? Yes. My first finish of the year was a gift for Daryl. He's a huge Skyrim fan, and it was this Skyrim that I finished and FFO'd. This was a free chart I found on the internet. There we go. And it's just the Skyrim logo. This was stitched on, I think that's 18 count. Hand dyed Ada from Crafty Kitten, and I just framed it in a normal frame. Dara was supposed to be putting it up, but he hasn't, and that was finished in like January, February time last year, and he's still not had put it up. Fine. If you don't like my stitching. No, he does, he really does. So that was my first finish. My second finish was Labradoodle in Words by KLT Charting. That wasn't planning to be a gift, but I did gift it to my mother for Mother's Day. And that's can you see that? No, and I don't know, actually, no. I don't know how to turn the brightness down on my iPad. That's helpful, isn't it? Okay, I can't turn the brightness down on my iPad. There we go. There we go. Labradoodle in Words by KLT Charting. That was framed and given to my mother for Mother's Day. My sister did the Cockapoo in Words, and again framed it and gave it to Mum for Mother's Day. So it was like a linked gift for that. That started, what is that, because obviously I've got the Labradoodle, my sister's got the Cockapoo, but they both live with my mother. You can just see black noses. I got dogs. We've got dogs. I think you can see them. There we go. They have made an appearance in a couple of my Flosstube videos. I think they made an appearance in either my last one or the one before. If you want to see them, they're absolutely adorable. Anyway. So that was my second finish. My third finish was a new start in the year, and it was Team KLT Ollie, and it was part of the head-to-head challenge, the first head-to-head challenge, Team KLT versus Team Jodri. And this one's not been fully finished. So, there we go. Team KLT Ollie. It's absolutely so cute. That's paint, not blood. This, I think, was stitched on 14 count, just plain white Ada that I had in my stash. The next finish was also a new start in the year. This one was started as part of my cross-stitch sales group, and it is Tribal Giraffe. Again, not fully finished and needs an iron. So that was stitched on 16 or 18 count hand-dyed fabric from Chromatic Alchemy in a DMC variegated floss. That didn't take too long to do, but I just love how it's come out. Absolutely love how it's come out. So that was my fourth finish. Fifth finish was again a new start in the year, again for the head-to-head challenge, and it is Crystal Snowflake by Jodri Designs. I just stitched it on some fabric I had in my stash. I think it's 14 count Ada. Yeah, because the coverage is crap. Absolute crap. I do not like stitching on 14 count. And you can't tell, but this is actually stitched with black étoile thread, or I like to call it the French star thread. You can't actually tell, but that's definitely stitched with étoile. I was thinking of turning this into like a biscorno or a pin cushion, but I haven't got around to doing that yet. So that was my next finish. Next finish was again a new start, which I haven't actually counted in my stats, so I had 21 new starts and 11 finishes. Still end up with the 15 WIPs though. 16, so 10 finishes was this. Blackwork Tulip by Jodri Designs, again started for the head-to-head challenge. This was the October head-to-head challenge. It's stitched on hand-dyed fabric from Kim, sparkly 14 count hand-dyed fabric from Kim, with normal DMC threads, and framed in this frame that I got in Sainsbury's. My next finish was again a new start in the year. It was started in October for the October head-to-head challenge, and it is this Skeleton Ollie. Skeleton Ollie. This was an exclusive chart from KOT if you brought the Halloween countdown. Stitched on hand-dyed fabric from Kim. I can't remember what one it was, but when I originally finished it, no, I don't know. I would have said in the video what fabric it was, what count. I think it's a 16 count, I know that. I want to redo him, and I want to do the bones in glow-in-the-dark thread. So, again, don't know how I'm going to finish him, but I absolutely love Skeleton Ollie. Chart, I don't know if the chart is going to become available or if it was just an exclusive. I'll have to find out. Black Tulip. Oh, I did those in the wrong order. Ollie was finished before the Black Work Tulip. My next project was again a new start in the year, and it was my chicken saddle. I was so happy to finish this one. I really enjoyed working on it. It's all stitched. It's stitched on hand-dyed fabric from Chromatic Alchemy. It's a fabric of the month. Fabric called Fruit Salad, 18 count. And all these threads are just DMC variegated. And I think 2 of them are colorless. So, I think the cock in the middle and the bottom one here is a colorless thread. So I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. So that was, I think, my biggest finish in the year. Managed to get most of that done in the October head-to-head challenge. Alright, I have 2 more finishes, but I don't have them here. They were both new starts in the year. The first one is called Beguiling Butterfly, and it was given as a gift to my friend Nat for Christmas. It was sort of an inside joke. One of our stitchy days was around hers. We put on Netflix and we watched Isn't It Romantic, and Liam Hemsworth, who was an actor in that, kept calling the main woman Rebels beguiling, and we were just creasing up, absolutely creasing up. So when the head-to-head challenge, the first head-to-head challenge started, there was stitch on a butterfly. So I loaded up my charts that I had from Kim, and one of them was called Beguiling Butterfly. So I had to stitch that. Let's see if you can see this. Not very well. But this was given to my friend Nat as a Christmas present. I didn't finish it. It was a bit of a cop-out. I just gave her that and I said, I will finish it for you. It depends how you want it finished. I will put it in a cushion, or I will frame it, or I will do whatever you want. So this was stitched on hand-dyed fabric from Kim, KOT. I think it's Poseidon's Palace. Yeah, this was 14 count. Poseidon's Palace, and it was stitched with hand-dyed threads from Jodrey called Chocolate Orange, I believe. So that's the leftover threads that I've got. I did add the words beguiling to the top of it. As an inside joke. And then my last one was again another Christmas gift. This was for my work colleague who got a cat in the year. She was so happy. She's now got a cat. She rescued a cat. And her hair gets everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. It's so funny. So I found a Dimensions kit called Pet Hair. and it says home is where the cat hair sticks to everything but the cat. Again, crap picture because I can't turn the brightness down. There we go. Finished it in the frame with the hoop that it came with, and just tied some ribbon to it. And she loved it, absolutely loved it. So that was my finishes for the year. As you would have seen, my main project that I started in every video last year, that I said I was going to do selfish stitching, only stitch things for me, well, out of those finishes, some of them weren't for me, were they? So that went to pot. And I wanted to finish Maleficent last year, and that didn't happen either. So my new target is to finish Maleficent before the retreat. I will show you how much more I have to go, and whether or not I'm actually going to do it is still under debate. We shall wait and see. Let's get into my WIP parade, shall we? So, as I said, I have, how many did I say? 15 WIPs? I think I found another one, so I actually have 16 WIPs on the go. I will try and give as much information as I can on each of them as I go through, but some of them I just won't know off the top of my head. So if there's anything you want to know, put it in a question and I will find out for you. So the first one was started back in 2016. So, and this was a round robin that I partook in. We each had to choose something with at least 4 sections because there was 4 of us. Turns out one of us didn't get in contact, so there was only 3 of us, which is why this one isn't actually complete. And it's starting to smell a bit, where it's just been moved around and that, so as soon as it's finished I'm going to give it a wash. So this is a set of 4. I found some fantasy cards in one of the magazines. I think they're by Joan Elliott, and so we've got the phoenix, the dragon, a pegasus and a unicorn, although its head's got chopped off. So this isn't fully finished. It was around the time that I got kicked out, so it's not as finished as I would have liked. And obviously was only 3 of us, so I've just lost my needle. There we go. So this is my first one, and I've actually got a needle in there, which I don't normally do either. It's so old. I think I worked on this once last year for a challenge, I think in magical stitches or something like that. It was metallic or what, something, I don't know. So that's as far as it's gone. So I stitched the Pegasus, I then sent it to the next person who did the dragon, she sent it to the next person who did the phoenix, who sent it back to me, and I need to finish the unicorn and then get the border done, although I don't know which border I'm going to get done. This is stitched on a peach 14 count Ada that I got from so-and-so, when so-and-so existed. this was my first experience with metallic threads. And I think there's some Krynic in there as well, so it was my first experience. I'd only been stitching for about 6 months when I signed up for this, and I think I picked something that was a little bit out of my league at that time. I love this, and I love the fact that other people have stitched on it. So I don't think it will get done this year. It depends on how much I get done on the other projects that I want to do. So at the moment that's a UFO, but I will get back to it at some point. That's my first, that's my oldest. I'm going from oldest to newest. My next oldest one is Maleficent. My Heaven and Earth Maleficent mini, and by artwork is by Anya Kai. As I said, I wanted this one done by the end of the year. That never happened. I did get quite far with it, but when I knew that I wasn't actually going to finish it, I didn't try, and I stitched on other things. So when I last showed it, I had got to the last row at the bottom, and I'd only started the first page on that row. I have got further than that now. In January I managed to do about 8,500 stitches. That was even with the January rush and the gym sessions and things like that. Most of the stitching was put down to the fact that I've actually swapped from paper to a tablet. I've got Pattern Keeper on my Kindle, and it's a lifesaver. It's made me quite a bit faster. So she is actually off the Q-snap at the moment because I have to move her. I want this done by the retreat, which is in 3 weeks, and I have 8,500 stitches to do in 3 weeks. I don't know if that's doable. Everyone has such faith in me, and it's really nice. Everyone's supporting me and that, and Jen, our Welsh friend stitcher who comes down for the meetups, the Wednesday meetups, she is stitching Raven Queen by Mirabilia, and she wants to finish by the retreat as well. So it's sort of a she's motivating me, I'm motivating her. We will get these both done by the retreat because we want to have new starts. So this is how far I have got on her. That's the bottom. I've actually reached the bottom of her. I'm so excited. This page, I think, finishes here, and then this is a partial at the bottom. So yeah, 8,500 stitches left, and she will be done. I don't know whether or not I will get her done, but I'm going to try my hardest. I really am. And now I've got Pattern Keeper, I think it is doable. I really do. Most of this at the bottom is just black. So I'm saving this corner for the retreat, to finish at the retreat. I'm trying to get as much of this done as I can. And that is Maleficent. I'll be so happy when this is over. I really do love her. At first of all, when it was just the background up here, it was a labour of love, but now that I can see most of her, and I'm working on her dress, I love her so much. I love her so much. Oh. That is stitched on 18 count Magic Guide, or the cord for DMC. My next is a DMC kit. It's one of the Watership Down bunnies, Pipkin. this is in a hoop, and I know you're not supposed to keep things in hoops because it has marked the fabric. That's as far as I've got with him. This is going to be such a quick stitch when I actually get round to doing him, because it's just block colour, completely different to Maleficent. This is stitched on the fabric that came in the kit, 14 count blue Ada. That was started July 2017. Oh, Maleficent was started January 2017. Oh, actually, that's exciting. These are my threads for Maleficent. All the ones on this side are now complete. There is no more of these colours left to stitch. It's just these ones. It's about 50-50 at the moment. So I'm enjoying seeing this get smaller and this growing. So that was that. Next project is one that my sister asked me to do. I started this in 2018, February 2018, and it is a kit by Vervico, and it is Moana. This is the one that I messed up on because I didn't read the key right. That sounded like a... Yeah, yes, needle. Yeah, I didn't read the key right. This is quite far along as well. So, all this pink background and that pink, the light pink, and that should have been stitched 1 over 1, not 2 over 1. So I've actually run out of threads on this pink. So I have been searching, and I think I've managed to find the same colour of the thread. So because I'm not ripping that out. I am not ripping that out just to stitch it over 1. So that's her. She's quite far along. It won't take me long to finish. It's just getting around to actually stitching it. And I do get a couple of comments every so often from Abby going, "Oh, when are you going to finish my Moana?" Well, never. No, she will get done, just eventually. I want Maleficent finished first. As soon as Maleficent is done, and if I do get her finished before the retreat, which won't happen, I will try and finish something, one of my older projects, before I start something new for the retreat. Next, oh, that was stitched on the called for the fabric that came in the kit. I think it's 14 count. Next project is Kaleidoscope Dragon by KLT Charting. Stitched on 14 count Ada that came in the kit. And that is as far as I've got. So you can tell that it's got legs and a start of a tail. But that's about it. She'll get done. He'll get done. I just love the colours. Absolutely love the colours. Our friend Lou is also stitching this. She's stitching it on a smaller count fabric, and I wish I did that. But she's so far along. I think she's only got a little bit of the tail left, and then she's done. And then she's done. And it looks amazing. It really does look amazing. Kaleidoscope Dragon, that was started on the 5th of March 2019. So we're now into the 2019 starts. The next one was started in April, the 11th of April 2019. This was a head-to-head challenge start. I'll make sure I get this the right way up. There we go. This is stitched. I can't show you the chart because I don't have the cover picture. It's called Howling Wolf. And I'm really confused why I haven't got the rest of the chart because I've only got like one page. Anyway. Yeah, this is Howling Wolf. That's its ear. And you probably can't tell, but that is stitched with étoile thread on 14 count black Ada. Again, where it's just one colour, it does stitch out quite quickly. And that's keeping all these KLT ones, I am keeping for the head-to-head challenges to use in those. So hopefully I won't have as many new starts in the next head-to-head challenge. Next one again was, I just find needle minders and backs everywhere. Was a new start in the head-to-head challenge. It's called Black WIP Butterfly. There's a set of 4, and that's as far. Oh, it's by Jodrey Designs, and that's as far as I've got with it. This is stitched on 14 count white Ada in, I think it's 870, the bright orange. Stitches up really quick. The plan was to finish these in a nice little hoop or frame and sell them for meningitis now, which is why I did them in orange. But that stitches up really quickly. So, again, 22nd of April 19, that started. The next one is the tiger from this book, Cats of the World in Cross Stitch. It's the tiger on the front. This one was started in July 19 for Nat's 30th birthday, Sal. We're all starting on tigers or things with stripes. So obviously I started that. She started a tiger, Jen started a tiger, Abby started a tiger, Claire started, or Claire was working on a cat. I can't remember who else that was, but I've not made much progress on this at all. You can't, yeah. That's as far as I've got. But I do love my Scar needle minder. Because I didn't have a tiger one, I thought a line would be best, and what's the best line? Scar. So, yeah, that's as far as I've got with this. I like it, I do like it, but the chart's a coloured chart, and I cannot get on with coloured charts. I just don't like them as much. I will persevere with it because I really do love this chart. I love that tiger, and so does Daryl. He picked it, so it's just persevering with it. My next was to rule them all, and this was started again. This was started in the October head-to-head challenge. This is a design by Circus Stitches, and I haven't stitched on this since you last saw it. That's as far as I've got. We've got the start of ring, then the dart, the. That's as far as I've got. This is 25 count Lugana in slate, and that is stitched 1/1 with etoile. Oh, the tiger was stitched on 18 count vintage country mocha Ada. That's as far as I got that one. But, ooh, good thing. I found my organiser rings. I've been searching for them. Yeah, these are the called for DMCs. The fabric I got from so-and-so when it was there. So, that's that. To rule them all, Circus Stitches. Head-to-head challenge start. The next one was another October head-to-head challenge start. And this one is Tribal Lion. This one I do have a picture of. It's by KLT Charting. And I have done a leg. This is 16 or 18 count. I think it's 16 count. Dragon's Egg. Again by Kim. KLT. She's just opened up her books for Fabric of the Month. She's restarted her Fabric of the Month club, so I'm so excited about that. Have signed up for that. Had to cancel my mini club from her. She's obviously trying to save money for the house, but I had to be in her Fabric of the Month club. The next project I started was, again, a head-to-head one, and it's Team KLT Presley, and that's as far as I've got. So most of that will be filled in with black. I think this is 16 count white Ada, and it's just the called for DMCs. He has a sash that says Team KLT and a balloon. So that will get some more work done in the head-to-head. Another head-to-head challenge start was one by Circus Stitches, and it's called Stitch Bitch, and that's as far as I have got. I can't find any of yeah, I can't find any of the cover charts for these, but it says Shut Up and Stitch Bitch. Again, this will stitch up really quick, and I'm hoping that I can use that in the head-to-head challenge. The next two projects that I'm going to show you, I don't know whether or not I will continue. I have a feeling that I'm going to frog them all out and restart them on some different fabric. This one is called Hobbit Meals. It's a Circus Stitches design. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love this chart, but I don't love the fabric that I've picked for it. Plus, I am 100% sure that I've stitched it the wrong side. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be that way and not that way. so I have to frog it anyway. I don't know, I really don't know. But it says, the Hobbit meals obviously, breakfast, second breakfast, elevensies, lunch, supper, dinner, and all that. So that's the start of that. This is on 18 count lilac by Jodrey Designs. It is absolutely lovely fabric, but I just don't think it's right for this project. So that one I will consider. I'm going to have to do some checking on the fabric, whether or not I've actually done it the right way, or not, but that one's probably going to get frogged out and restarted on different fabric. The next one, I have decided I am going to definitely frog this one out. I love the sow, I love the project, I just don't love the fabric. Again, it was a start for the head-to-head challenge, it was just whatever I had in my stash. This is the Pumpkin Sow by KLT Charting, and it's stitched on 18 count Smoky Rose. It's absolutely, I love this fabric, it's a really nice fabric, but I just don't think it's right for pumpkins. It's just not Halloweeny enough. So that's as far as I've got. The orange and the reddy brown is the called for colours, but the inside, the pattern is etoile thread, and sparkly on sparkly I didn't like anyway, and it's just Halloweeny, it's not sparkly, so this one will get ripped out and restarted. I will probably buy some Hocus Pocus, which is purples and greens, it's more Halloweeny. That from Kim. My next new start, I can't show you because it's actually a gift, and I know the person that watches this, the gift is for watches this, so I can't give it to you, mostly because it was supposed to be a Christmas present last year. She knows that I haven't finished it. Maybe I'll get it done for her birthday. We'll wait and see. So, we'll skip that one. Then my next new start was actually a 2020 new start, so not a 2019 new start. And it is, oh my god, I saw this and I fell in love, and I don't know why, because I'm not normally a hedgehog fan. It's an animal, but it's a hedgehog spirit guide. I just fell in love, absolutely fell in love with that. Love it. Oh, he's so cute. So there's me trying to find some black fabric. I found some 14 count, but I hate 14 count. Thinking, what can I do? What can I do? This one is currently, because I started it end of January, it's still in the Q-snap, it's still in the project bag. This I've made a pitiful new start. There we go. That's all I've done. And yes, those are tiny, tiny stitches because this is stitched 1/1 on 25 count. And it's the same fabric that I'm using for the to rule them all. The 25 count slate Lugana. So that is my new start on that. I really shouldn't have started it, but it was just calling to me. I have to finish Maleficent. I really do need to finish Maleficent, so I really couldn't do that much on it. So I did a length of thread, put it down and started on Maleficent again. I know, what's the point? What's the point? But when something calls to you, you have to do it. So the one that I didn't actually account for, that I just found while searching through all of this, was this. It must have started in October, and it's called Mini Bloom by KLT. And it's stitched with a variegated floss on this hand-dyed fabric. That's as far as I've got. I don't actually know which way it goes. I don't think it really matters. But that's as far as I've got, and I'm not entirely sure. When I started it, it would have been to the head-to-head, so I've got to put that in it as well, but that won't take too long to finish. Again, I'm going to save it for the next head-to-head challenge. So, that is all my WIPs. My next project, or my next thing that I'm going to, sorry, there we go, I'm going to talk about is my 2020 plans. This year, this month, I want Maleficent finished. I want it done. I want her done. I love working on her, but I want to work on other things as well. So, the plan is to get Maleficent finished this month for the retreat, so I can have a new start at the retreat. I've booked off a week at the end of February to get as much done of her that I can, and then we shall start something new. So for the last couple of years, I've done a few handmade gifts for work colleagues. The one I did last year was the robins for my work colleague Pauline, and then this year I did another handmade. It wasn't cross stitch, but it was handmade, and it was a Scrabble art piece, and it said grandchildren down the middle, and then off of the grandchildren were her grandchildren's names. She absolutely loved it, made her cry, and then a couple of days later she said, oh, is this now a thing? Do I get handmade gifts each year? And I said, if you want to, then yes, because she's one of the people that really appreciates the effort and the handmade gifts. And I said, yes. Is there something you had in mind? She said that she absolutely loves the chickens, my chicken sow, and has asked me to recreate that. So I said, yes, that's fine. That's not a problem. She wants bright colours with a little sparkle. So I thought, perfect. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to just do it on plain fabric, plain Ada, and use the Etoile threads, because I love using these Etoile threads. Absolutely love it. So, I am redoing the chicken sow on 20 count white Ada with the Etoile threads. So, it's all kitted up. So that might be my new start at the retreat. And then for the border, I'm going to do it in a colorist thread. So I thought I'd do that in a pale pastel-y variegated thread, and then it will make the chicken stand out a bit more. So that was while talking with her to ask for that. She said, oh yeah, that's perfect. She wants that. And yeah, that's fine. Because we're in a communal office, that was it. Oh, you're doing handmade gifts for Christmas next year? Yes? Am I? Oh. Can we put a request? I guess so. What do you want? So, there's only a few people in the office, but it's still. So we got Pauline, who I'm doing the chicken sow for. There's Caroline, the other admin who went off for the knee operation. She wants a cat cushion. Okay, I can do that. And then Gemma, who I did the cat hair hoop for. She again appreciates handmade gifts, so I don't mind doing it for her. she said, "Can I have a cushion?" And I said, "You said you're not allowed any more cushions." She does, she has a whole row. So this was the back of the sofa, it's just covered in cushions. She went, "No, not one of them, a long cushion, so a thin long cushion." I went, "Okay, yeah, no, I can do that." So I found a kit on Amazon, I just need to buy it. It's Dimensions mason jars. So I think that would be really nice. Just simple, she doesn't mind what it is, as long as it's not like offensive, although she quite like. So I'm going to get that. I think I'm going to swap out the fabric, do it on 16 or 18 count, because I think it comes with 14. And do that. We're talking about that. And then there's 2 Nickies in the office. The first Nicki, because I mentioned that I was going to cross stitch Dara a stocking because I couldn't find his. We've now found it. So I was going to cross stitch him a stocking. She said, "I'd love a Christmas stocking, can I have one?" I said, "Yeah, okay, fine." So I found one on eBay, Amazon, that I don't think is going to be too difficult to do in the year now that I've got so many other things to do. So I found this one. I think it's a Dimensions. You can't see that. Of course, there we go. And the little snowman down here is a cat, and she's just recently got a kitten. So we've got 2 new cats in the office. So I thought, you know what, that's perfect. It's got quite a bit of block stitching by the looks of it. It shouldn't take too long. Oh, and they're the jars. Again, you can't see that. There we go. So they're the 2 that I still need to buy. So there. So we've got the chicken sail, which she wants framed to go in her kitchen. A cat cushion, a long cushion, and a stocking so far. And there's just the other Nicki. Right, other Nicki, what would you like? She's trying to be smug because she's vegan. She's all very mindful of the earth and all that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying it is. She tried to be smug. I want a stocking. Okay. But it has to be full with animals. Okay. Christmas. Okay. With Christmas hats. And they can't, they have to be all friends, these animals. And it's just like, okay. Thinking that I wouldn't be able to find a chart like this. Well, I found a chart like that. It's a heart. It may not be exactly what she wants, but it's got all that she's asked for. It's Christmas themed, it's a stocking, there is animals living in harmony, and there is something with a Christmas hat on. So it is this. It is called a Wildlife Christmas Stocking, designed by Linda Gillum, and it's a Cooler Classic chart. So they're all happy together. Look, that little fox has got a ribbon on it, and there is a bird up here. Yeah, I think it's an owl or a hawk, and it has a Christmas hat on. So it has everything that she wants. It's got a Christmas tree, they're all happy together. That wolf has got a bow on it. So we've got that to do. So this year I'm going to be very, very busy stitching Christmas gifts for everybody else. But first I have to finish Maleficent. I can finish Maleficent, that's not a problem. Whether or not I get it done by the retreat is another matter. It's the other things that I can do. The mason jar cushions I don't think will take too long. It's the stockings that are going to take the time. I really do think the stockings are the ones that are going to take the time. So, for my new start at the retreat, I'm going to use the Tiny Decisions app. I'm going to put all the new starts in there, and I'm going to put that in because my plan was to do handmade Christmas gifts this year. There's a bothy threads out with 3 koalas. I was going to do that for my mother. Daryl has asked for a house rain cross stitch, so I was going to do that. So he's already got a house Lannister. It's up on the wall over there. So he wants a house rain to go with that, so I've got all of that ready. It's just, I have all these plans and all these WIPs, and I just need to like quit my job and stitch. If I only can make money cross stitching. Anyway, I think that is everything. So I have waffled on for over an hour now. If you've watched this far, thank you very, very, very much for watching me ramble on about it all and me squealing about the retreat and the fact that my favourite wrestler is back and the meetups. So I would just like to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and a very happy new year, and I hope 2020 will be your best year yet. It's full of joy, happiness and love. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, give me a like. If you don't already subscribe, then please subscribe, and I will hopefully catch you in a couple of weeks, because I'm hoping to do another video just before the retreat to show you my progress on Maleficent, because that's all I'm concentrating on at the moment. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!